Aha! This is for the real ones. You're not here to scroll. You're here to witness history. Oh, can you feel it? The air is different tonight. You're about to leave for good, forever breaking chains. One of the first? Yes, one of the first to be crowned. Do you feel that power buzzing in your veins? This is not just a video, it's your call to rise. Are you ready to see the new earth unfolding before your eyes? Every word, every pause, every moment matters. Yeah, don't blink, don't look away. Every second here changes everything. I see you, the ones who dare, who endure, who conquer. Leave a comment, share your fire, show the world your courage. Smash that super thanks button if you feel the crown on you. Because without you, this fire doesn't grow. You are the spark. You're not just watching, you're part of this revolution. Yeah, I see your heart, your hunger, your unstoppable spirit. So, stay locked in. Write every word. Feel every punch. By the end, you'll know why leaving is your triumph. You'll know why crowns aren't given, they're earned by you. Tribute to you, the first walkers, the first warriors of the new earth. This is your moment, your glory. Your story begins now. The moment you decide to walk away, the world begins to tremble. Not because it cares. No. The world doesn't care. It trembles because suddenly it realizes you're serious. You're not just another voice shouting in the wind. You're not one of the many who pretend to be done, only to crawl back in chains. You're the one who actually leaves for good. And that's terrifying. Oh, they laugh at first. They mock. They whisper behind your back. They'll be back. Everyone comes back. That's the chant of the chained, the weak, the frightened. But when you slam that door shut and don't return, when your footsteps echo away into the unknown, silence falls. And silence is louder than any scream. You feel it, don't you? That edge of finality cutting through your old world. The air tastes different. Every step forward feels like a crown pressed on your head, heavy but righteous. You're not just leaving something behind, you're stepping into something entirely new. Something that belongs to those rare few who dare to sever ties. Oh, wow. That weight on your shoulders? It's not burden anymore. It's armor. It's proof. Proof that you've endured what they thought would break you. Proof that you've swallowed the poison and spat it back out. Proof that you, unlike them, had the courage to say enough. Do you know what enough really means? It means you will not be chained by their expectations. You will not be molded by their envy. You will not be broken by their laughter. You will not let their smallness define the vastness of your becoming. That's what leaving truly is. It's not just walking away from them, it's walking straight into yourself. Yeah, that's the word no one wants to hear. Yourself. Because when you're stripped of their noise, their fake applause, their borrowed smiles, you finally stand alone, naked in truth. And most people, they crumble in that silence. They run back, begging for the cage, kissing the hands that locked them in. But not you. You're one of the first to crown yourself worthy of a new earth. And what is this crown, you ask? It's not made of gold or silver. No, it's carved from scars, from battles no one clapped for, from nights where you stared into the dark and refused to collapse, from mornings when the weight of existence tried to suffocate you, yet you rose anyway. That's the crown. Heavy, yes, but it fits you perfectly. Oh, the old world will hate it. They'll call it arrogance. They'll spit venom and jealousy. But deep down, in the marrow of their envy, they know the truth. They know you've crossed a line they're too weak to approach. They know you've left for good, and once you've left, you can never be dragged back. So stand tall, let the silence grow, let the whispers choke them. Let your crown shine, not in jewels, but in the unshakable proof that you had the courage to abandon what was killing you, because leaving is not the end, it's the beginning of a reign. But tell me, do you know what happens once the crown is seen by all? The moment they see your crown, the daggers come out. Not because they want to destroy you. No, it's worse than that. They want to remind you that you are not allowed to rise above them. They want to drag you back into the mud, smear your name, twist your victories into lies. The world does not forgive those who step out of line. And you've stepped out forever. Oh, the first attack doesn't come with a knife. It comes with a laugh, a mocking, sharp laugh that cuts deeper than steel. They laugh at your crown, call it fake, call it nothing. Who does he think he is? Who does she think she is? That's their chant. They hope you'll crumble under ridicule. But you don't. You won't. That silence you carried in section 1, it becomes your shield now. Oh wow. Isn't it strange? The more they laugh, the more they reveal their fear. Because ridicule is the weapon of the powerless. And when that doesn't work, when your crown still glows despite their words, they escalate. They bring shadows, whispers, lies. Suddenly you'll hear your name in conversations you never entered. Suddenly the air is thick with poison. They want you to inhale it, choke on it, break down. But here's the brutal truth. Their poison only proves your crown is real. If it wasn't, why waste their breath? Why waste their arrows? You see, the attacks are not curses. They're confirmations. Proof that you're no longer theirs to control. Proof that you are untouchable in ways they can't understand. Yeah, it stings at first. You're human. Words can cut. Betrayals can wound. Lies can weigh heavy. But here's the difference. You don't collapse. You adapt. You grow sharper. Every attack becomes a test. Every test a chance to harden. The crown digs into your skin, reminding you it's not a decoration, it's responsibility. Nah. Don't confuse this with pride. This isn't about walking around flaunting power. This is about standing still while the storm rages, refusing to bow, refusing to bend. And when the storm sees you will not fall, when their laughter fades into silence, when their poison burns out before it touches your core, they realize the truth. They cannot win. Oh, the attacks will keep coming. Make no mistake. But you will not just survive them, you will feed on them. You will turn their envy into energy, their mockery into momentum. You'll wear their arrows as ornaments, trophies of your endurance. And the more they strike, the higher you rise. That's the paradox they'll never accept. Because when the attacks fail, the fear spreads. And once fear spreads, something else awakens. Fear is contagious, but courage is a wildfire. When they see you endure the attacks and remain standing, something shifts, quietly, slowly. At first it's invisible, but then the ripples begin. A whisper here, a glance there. People who were too afraid to even raise their heads now look up. They see the crown. They see the scars. They see the fact that you didn't fall. And suddenly a thought sneaks into their minds. If they can stand, why can't I? That's the seed of revolution. Not chaos, not destruction. Revolution begins in silence, in the hidden corners of tired hearts. It begins when one person proves that chains are not eternal, that laughter cannot kill, that poison cannot stop the breathing of those who choose to keep walking. Oh, they won't admit it at first. No. Admitting it would mean confessing they've lived small, lived afraid. But secretly, they watch you. They measure their own weakness against your resilience. And one by one, like sparks against dry wood, they ignite. Oh, wow. Isn't that something? How one act of defiance, one act of walking away, can ripple into countless others. You didn't just leave for yourself. You left to light the path. You didn't just wear the crown for your own head. You wore it for every unseen fighter who dreamed of freedom, but never dared to reach for it. Yeah? Revolutions don't start with armies. They start with examples. They start with the undeniable proof that strength exists, that courage can be embodied. You become the evidence, and evidence is the one thing even liars cannot bury forever. And make no mistake, the ones who once mocked you will panic at this. They'll see the whispers growing louder, the sparks catching fire. They'll scramble to silence it. They'll call you dangerous. They'll call you mad. They'll try to erase your steps from the earth, but it's too late. Once fear cracks and courage seeps in, no force can stop it. Nah. Revolutions don't come dressed in banners or noise. They come dressed in persistence, in the quiet eyes of those who refuse to kneel anymore, in the clenched fists of those who once shook in fear, in the unshakable steps of those who decide they'd rather stand alone than bow in a crowd. And when enough of them rise, when enough of them walk, the ground itself changes, the old earth trembles, and the new one begins. Oh, the new earth isn't built on comfort. It's built on endurance. It's built on the bones of those who dared to say no more. It's built on the backs of those crowned not with wealth, but with scars, with willpower, with truth. And you are one of the first to carry that weight. That makes you dangerous. That makes you unforgettable. That makes you the spark they can never extinguish. A spark is small enough to dismiss until it burns the whole horizon. That's the moment, the tipping point. The second when whispers transform into roars, when scattered sparks merge into a firestorm that no hand can put out. At first, they call it noise, a passing rebellion, nothing worth noticing. But then, the streets are alive with footsteps that no longer shuffle in shame. The air thickens with voices that refuse to be silenced. And suddenly, the fire is everywhere. Oh, the fire isn't random. It's not blind chaos, it's focus. It's clarity. It's the collective realization that the chains were always weaker than the will of those who wore them. And when people see you, crowned, unbroken, carrying scars as proof, the fire finds its shape. It burns through illusions. It sears away lies. It leaves nothing untouched. Oh, wow. Do you feel it? That moment when the old world starts to crumble under the weight of something it cannot control? Walls crack. Masks fall. Those who clung to their false power begin to panic, because no amount of laughter, no amount of poison, no amount of whispered lies can stop a fire once it roars. They will fight back. Of course they will. Desperation breeds violence. The old world will throw every stone it has left. every trick, every dagger. They'll try to brand the fire as madness, as destruction. They'll try to divide it, weaken it, slow it down. But fire doesn't argue. Fire doesn't negotiate. Fire devours. Yeah, it will cost something. Fire is not without its toll. The crown grows heavier, the burden sharper. You'll lose pieces of yourself in the blaze, comfort, safety, illusions of peace. But what you gain is worth infinitely more: truth, strength, and the unshakable knowledge that you stood when others fell, that you burned brighter instead of fading into ash. Nah, don't mistake this fire for something that destroys everything. No, it only destroys what must end. It doesn't consume the worthy, it reveals them. It doesn't erase the strong, it refines them. And that's why you, the crowned, do not fear the fire. You walk inside it. You carry it. You become it. And here's the part that terrifies the most. Fire spreads without permission. You don't have to shout. You don't have to force anyone. Just by existing, unbroken, crowned, walking in the blaze, you ignite others. Your endurance lights their courage. Your survival fuels their fight. And when enough people burn with that same fire, the new earth is not just an idea, it's reality. Oh, the new earth doesn't rise politely. It doesn't ask permission. It roars into being, sweeping aside the old with no apology. And the crowned, the first ones like you are its living symbols. Proof that transformation is possible. Proof that leaving for good was not abandonment, it was creation. And so the fire consumes. It consumes the lies, the envy, the smallness, the chains. It consumes until nothing false remains. And in that empty space, that scorched battlefield of the old, the new begins to rise. When the ashes settle, the air tastes different. The old world lies behind you, burned and broken, chains melted, masks shattered, lies reduced to dust. And here you stand, in the silence after the fire, on the edge of the new earth. This isn't some paradise of comfort. No. It's raw. It's unshaped. It's heavy with the weight of responsibility. But it is real. And reality, even in its roughest form, is cleaner than 1,000 polished illusions. Oh, the silence is strange at first. After all the noise, the laughter, the venom, the chaos, suddenly stillness. You look around and see no cage, no leash, no hand pressing down on your crown, only horizon. And horizon is terrifying, because freedom is heavier than chains for those who have never carried it before. Oh wow. Do you feel that shift inside you? That realization that no one is coming to dictate your steps anymore? No enemy laughing in your ear. No chorus telling you where to kneel. Just the earth beneath your feet. And the crown pressing on your head. It's almost too much. Almost. But you adjust. You always adjust. That's why you're crowned. Walking the new earth is not about peace. It's about clarity. You see everything differently now. Where others still search for approval, you search for truth. Where others beg for comfort, you crave endurance. Where others fear scars, you count them as medals. That's what the new earth does. It flips the meaning of everything. Yeah, not everyone will understand this walk. Many will still crawl in the ashes of the old, clinging to what burned them. They'll look at you and mutter, too harsh, too proud. too different, but their words slide off you now, because you've seen what lies beyond fear, beyond envy, beyond smallness. You've seen the horizon. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. Nah, walking the new earth doesn't mean you're untouchable. Pain still finds you. Doubt still whispers. But here's the difference. You don't collapse under it anymore. You've learned that pain is proof of life, not weakness. You've learned that doubt is not a command, it's a test. And every step you take across this scarred, shifting earth, you grow heavier with meaning, sharper with purpose. Oh, this is the crown's true weight. Not recognition, not glory. Responsibility. To walk when others stop. To endure when others fall. To lead when others look away. That's the price of being one of the first. But it's also an honor, because the new earth remembers its first walkers. It writes their names in silence, carves their echoes into the stones. And you're one of them. And now, as you take these steps, the question no one dares ask rises in your mind, and that's it. Yeah, you made it to the end. You saw it, felt it, the crown, the fire, the new earth. Oh wow, can you feel how unstoppable you've become? Every step you take now echoes through history. You are one of the first, the real warriors, the ones who left for good. Leave a comment, tell me how this fire moved you. Let the world see your courage. Smash that super thanks button if you're ready to carry your crown into action. Because without you, none of this matters. You are the heartbeat of this revolution. I see your hunger, your strength, your refusal to bend. And yeah, it inspires everyone watching. So rise, stay fierce, keep walking the new earth, because the world is yours now. And remember, this crown isn't just for you, it's for every spark you ignite in others. Thank you, truly, for being part of this, for standing with me, for claiming your place among the first.